back taxes and that you need to wire the money immediately. Companies that handle wire transfers do not like this. Alex Goldmark from our Planet Money podcast tells us how one of them is fighting back.
The phone rang on a Thursday.
Yeah, it was Thursday, and I was about to see 10 clients in a row. I'm a therapist.
We're not going to use this woman's name because she's worried how this story could hurt her business. Here's how the scam went from. The woman calling says, "I'm with the IRS. You owe back taxes. The police are on their way to arrest you right now." And just then, another call on the other line comes in with the caller ID showing 911. And it's a man saying he's a police officer on his way over. It is fast-paced, tense, and confusing.
So I'm all by myself, and I'm picturing, oh my God, I'm going to go to jail, and this is going to be really hard on my kids.
The fake IRS agent calls herself Eva, and she gives very specific instructions for how to send the money. She says, go to an ATM, take out a bunch of cash, and wire it. Use a particular company, MoneyGram.
She says to me, you have to stay on the phone with me the entire time.
She does as she's told, goes to the MoneyGram, wires the money. And a little while later...
And all of a sudden, Eva gets back on the phone and she says, I'm sorry, I have really bad news for you. The transfer didn't go through. And I'm like, what? What are you saying? Like, how is that even possible? It went through. I have a receipt.
MoneyGram had stopped her transfer because it looked suspicious. This happens often enough that they have a system for dealing with it. So when the therapist says to the clerk at MoneyGram, money didn't go through, I want to send it again, the clerk says, hold on, makes a call, and passes over the phone. And now here's where our therapist's day turns from terrifying to disorienting. She's now holding onto two phones, fake IRS agents on the cell phone in one hand, and someone from MoneyGram in a second phone in her other hand. MoneyGram gave us a recording of that call.
My name is Eric from MoneyGram, and I will be
Eric
from
MoneyGram?
Yes, my name is Eric, madam, yes.
She says, can I ask you, who are you sending this money to?
They are attorneys.
And you know them in person, madam?
No, I don't.
I have a bad feelings about it, madam.
I have a bad feeling about it, he says.
Okay, you know what, can you just hold on for one moment because I need to just be sure that I'm doing the right thing, so
Hangs up the phone with the scammers. It's over. I got a hold of theirs from MoneyGram, the man who talked her back to reality. He says he can get 20 calls like this a day. Sometimes it takes 30 minutes for the people to snap out of it. Our therapist call took 9 minutes. And looking back, it feels like she was in a trance or a spell.
When I had the two phones in my hand, I was thinking, it's almost like, which reality do I prefer? And I prefer the reality where they're saving me and my money is somewhere and I'm going to get it back. And I'm not being arrested. But it was like this for like my head.
The IRS says thousands of people are falling for the scam, losing tens of millions of dollars. Alex Goldmark, NPR News.
Yes, one of the many scams that happen to people. And the reason why this is so effective is because as soon as people get a letter from the IRS, their brains shut off. I am a enrolled agent. I can practice before the IRS as any attorney or CPA can. I do around 900 tax returns a year. My business does 1,900 tax returns a year. And so I deal a lot with the IRS. And people will get letters all the time that are for simple things. I remember this one where a person brought in a letter saying, the IRS sent me a letter, what am I supposed to do? And I read the letter and it said that they forgot to sign a form. All they needed to do was sign this paper and mail it back in. If the person had read the very first paragraph, they would have not had to have come into me. So when people hear about the IRS or read a letter from the IRS, they immediately just lose all common sense. Some of these IRS scammers aren't asking them to even go to MoneyGram, which is a legitimate place. They're asking them to go get iTunes cards. Now, what the hell would the government ever need with iTunes cards? I mean, talk about an ultimate troll. So yes, the IRS has called people in the past. We usually tell people, look, they'll send you a letter. They don't call. The IRS has, on occasion, called people to initiate information requests. So that's not 100% true. But if you ever get, there's never a accounting or tax emergency. The cops are not on their way. Only if you're committed fraud against them, like Richard Hatch, or a survivor, or what's his name, Blade Dude. Then they might arrest you. But that's for millions of dollars. So the cops aren't coming. Just tell them to send you a letter in the mail explaining what the issue is. Because they have to send an initial letter saying these are changes we made, or this is money that we feel you owe, and then they give you time to react to it. And then if you say, no, I don't, there's a whole procedure. You can go find your local tax professional to help you out if you get that brain lock. If you have any questions, leave the comments. Thank you. Good night.